Hello everyone, welcome to Crafty Kaylee Creations. I'm Kaylee. Excuse me, got a bit of frog in my throat this morning. Today is Thursday, the 5th of March, and this is just a little intro to let you know I am going to show you 2 completed projects that I've done. So it'll just be a short little video to update you and show you how it's going. It was officially autumn on the 1st of March here where I'm living in Australia. However, we're still having summer temperatures. It's very, very warm. We are expecting a lot of rain to be coming in the next few days, so that'll be nice. It might cool it down a little bit, and it'll be great for the yard. So without further ado, I will end the intro here. I hope you're all doing well, and whatever part of the country you're living in, I hope you're safe. We have some terrible things going on around the world at the moment, and let's just hope it doesn't escalate to anything too serious in multiple places. Please take care and look after yourselves, and I will show you what I'm up to. I'm back. Okay, so the first project I've completed I wanted to show you. I've made another envelope pouch using EPP method. It's all handmade, all hand sewn, and this was a project I first saw last December from Kate at the last Homely house. I've done one before which I've showed you out of French General fabrics, and this one's out of Tilda fabrics, and you can make it into a wrap if you want, but I prefer the envelope. I just think they're nicer. I just put a plain white inside. And this is actually, which I did on the other one as well. I don't know if I told you. My husband's nan died back in 1990. And I was given all of her clip-on earrings, and they were usually quite large. She liked large clip-on earrings. So that's essentially what this is. The other one was too. But I think they're just perfect. I've had to leave, obviously, the clasp on the back where you clip it on your ear, because that's what I've used to sew it on with. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to attach it on. I don't know if it had glue gun on or whatever, but anyway. So that's that finished, and I just love it. Maybe the tie's a bit long, but anyway. I could possibly chop it off. It is a bit much. Okay, that's that one. Now the second one is my Roxy Journal of Stitchery Volume 9, which is called Textile Tales. Now most people are up to, because it's you do one book a month. So most people are onto their 3rd book, being March. However, as I've had other projects on the go, I haven't had time. However, I've put time into this one and completed it. Maybe by the end of June I'll do another one, but I have a few other things that I need to do first. So I made this a couple of days ago. I made this beautiful tassel. I just love it, to put on the side. Can you see it okay? I think so. And this is a button that I've just put there so it hides where the ugly part where I've sewn it all together. This doily here was one of my grandma's, and I've used one on another project because it actually had these flowers on the outside, but it made it too big and drooped over. So I can use those flowers. Actually, I'm going to I think I will dye them. And you will see, like, I've washed them all, but because they're so old, they're like from the middle of last century, and have a couple of little rust marks on them. I tried to cover some up with these little flowers, but I couldn't get them all. That's okay. It's old. It's very, very, very vintage. So I'm happy to use that. And I wanted to go through, so mine's called Tilda Quilt Collection. I've put Tilda fabrics through the whole book, so it's my Tilda book. Everyone, the books are to have a theme, so you represent it the way you want it from a book. And I don't have any books I wanted to take inspiration from, and I just thought, well, I'll use my Tilda fabrics because I love them and I need to use them. So the cover is actually Windy Days. It's a Windy Days fabric. Now the first page, virtually, this is Hibernation fabric. Now it's very difficult to see where I've stitched in because I picked the brown, and the blue actually matches very well into the blue into the fabric, so it's a little difficult to see where I'd done all the stitches, but I know they're there. Anyway, I decided when I did this page over here to add the coral into it, which there's little coral, as you can see in here. So I then put couple of coral lines down here in running stitch, like bordeaux stitching. And when I was looking for other things, I found this nice homemade little label, which is perfect because the colours go in well. And I made this little bead tassel to go on the end, which I love. It just sits so nicely. And then the next page is, well, this side is Old Rose Collection, and this is Woodland fabric. Now, I think I did show you this, that I'd done some of it. So I've just done like a grandma's flower garden flower for each page, and I didn't want to embellish with too much other stitching. I just like them like that and outlined it with a running stitch and a nice little flower in the middle. I'm happy with that. Now on the side of this page I put these beads. I love these, absolutely beautiful. I do have another two, but I didn't want to use them all in this one project, so I just put the gold ones in between. Now as you can see, they're quite stiff. I did this page first before I did this one, and I used bead thread, and I don't know if you know anything about bead thread. I thought it'd be great because it will obviously shouldn't really deteriorate like cottons and that type of thing. However, it's quite stiff, sort of like a candle wick or something like that, and so I just didn't want that look. I want it to look more like this. When I did this one, I used the brown thread that I used on here, which isn't, it's not a what do you call it, it's not like a DMC 6-strand, it's not a stranded embroidery thread, it's like a sort of like a crochet thread or something like that. But anyway, so it sits nice and soft. So I only finished this yesterday and I wanted to get on here to show you, so that's why I've left them. However, I have made the decision I'm going to snip them off and use a nice white, like actual doily crochet thread, like this type of thread, because it's a lot better than your cotton type ones. So I will do that. The next page, I decided to do bordeaux stitching with putting many fabrics on there that I like, so making it like a bordeaux piece and mix and match. So they're from quite a few different ranges of Tilda, and I just love it. It's very tactile, so so nice. And then on the edge I just put all these pink beads down the side at about 1/2 inch intervals. And on the bottom here I added some embroidery anglaise, like a trim. This is what it's like. So like it's, you can see I've had this for years and years and years, and someone's obviously, because you can see it's sewing machine holes there, taken it off something, and I've just put it in between the 2 pages. That's that page, and then this page here, it's got a few different ones on it. So it's got woodland, windy days, and a few other things, I think. I'm not 100% sure. So this beautiful lace here is a piece I inherited from my mother-in-law. She did bride's dresses and bridesmaids dresses and mother of the bride's dresses for many, many, many years. And all the offcuts she had, I've got a couple of containers full, and I just thought it looked perfect. And I love that page. Well, I love all the pages, to be honest. Now the last page I did weaving, and this is creating memories. I bought a fat quarter pack of, there's about, I don't know, 10 to 12 different fabrics in there. You'll recognise this fabric because I used it when I did this hexagon pouch, bag, whatever. So I used a few of the others in this one, and I just added a few buttons and a couple of little trims. And I cut these off the ones from my mother-in-law and different things. Some daisies with a bow. And I didn't want to overdo it with some stitching on each square, and I thought that was enough. And this page here, which I completed yesterday, is from the Creating Memories as well, obviously. And I made a little heart, and that's the same little flower on the other page with the bow on it. And this is my grandmother's laundry label. I have a small box with many of those in there, and this is my initials. It's a French laundry label. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Last year, I've been looking for years and years for French laundry labels when I see other people using them, and I have not been able to find my initials. And then last year I saw them on Etsy, so I went buy because I didn't want to miss out. I have never seen them before, and the lady was in Sweden actually, and yeah, so I bought a few. She was selling them in 10 at a time, 10 lots sort of. So I think I bought 3 lots of 10, and she also has some LO and VE. So I said to her, oh, I'll have some of those because I can put them together and make the word love. Which I haven't used it yet. So, and I possibly will do some stitching on here, but I really like it just as it is, to be honest, and it's sitting okay. So, and that's just holds my little heart there, which I thought was nice. And then on the back page is a crinoline lady which has been crocheted, and I didn't crochet it, and I bought it 15 years at least ago, so, or longer. I've had them so long. I bought them on eBay, and I think I've got 3 white and, well, I had 3 white and 3 cream. I've never used them before, and I opened a little box and there they were, and I thought, oh, that will be perfect on the back instead of just having a plain like just with the fabric on the back with nothing on it, and I think that suits well. And I had these nice little beads which I've put colonial knots in the middle of to hold them on, plus I think they look cute. Yeah, so that's that, all done, one book done. I love this, absolutely love this. So yes, well, there's not really much else to say, but I'm just so happy. Are any of you joining in with the Textile Tales Roxy Journal of Stitchery Volume 9? I wasn't sure at first if I'd even join in, and then I thought, oh yes, it would be nice to have one. And it gave me something to do on a Wednesday. My husband and I take my mum out, although she didn't come out yesterday, she didn't feel like it. And my husband's auntie, she meets us there, and we go out somewhere for the day and have coffee and lunch and talk, of course. So I like to take hand stitching along so that I can sit there and keep my hands busy. So I've done quite a bit of that there, and that's how I finished it yesterday. So I just love it, I really do. So happy. I am going to change those beads because they just annoy me how they're a bit stiff. I'd like them just to fall a bit nicer. And I'm thinking I wasn't going to do anything else to that page because I love it just as it is, but I may put a little dingle dangle here. I'll see. But I don't know if I've got beads that match that, so I'm not sure. So that's that. All done. Very happy. And the next, I'm down in my sewing room, and the next project I will be starting is I've joined in with a swap, and we're to use Tilda fabrics and make something. So I've got all that cut out, and I want to start on that today, so I don't stress out when it needs to be sent. So that's me for now. Please keep well, look after yourselves, smile. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. And welcome if I've got any new subbies out there that are watching. I hope you enjoy what I'm doing, and welcome back to my regular subscribers. Please like and hype this little video, that would be wonderful. Take care, bye for now.